Hello there, boys and girls. Welcome back to the Arsenal Save, episode 4 of the week. So we're going great guns at the minute, and we start today in the medical centre. So since we last met, we've had a little bit of an injury crisis at Arsenal. Yes, I'm saying now it's not real life Arsenal, but life imitating art and all that. But yeah, injuries to Lacazette, Iwobi, Goretzka, Laporte, Philippe Coutinho and Reiss Nelson, all long-term injuries as well. Coutinho's out for a couple of months. Reiss Nelson is out for about 5 to 6 weeks. It was a couple of months as well. Laporte, Iwobi, Lacazette and Goretzka all slowly coming back to fitness. But that has meant the fixtures, the results have been up and down, really, to be fair, and the performances have also gone that way as well. So let's now do that roundup. Let's do a little bit of housekeeping and see exactly what we've been up to since we last met. So we last met against West Ham, where it was a 2-0 win, Lacazette scoring 2 goals, which was great. We then followed that up with a very, very slight 1-0 victory against Wolves away from home at Molineux. As you can see here, this is where Goretzka picked up his knock. Berardi also picked up a knock as well, but he scored a goal, 7.5 rating, really good performance from Domenico Berardi. And if you look at the stats, very, very dominated performance from us. 20 shots, 9 on target, 56% possession. Very, very good game for us indeed. We then followed that up with a really good 3-1 win against Inter Milan in our Champions League group. Again, this is where Iwobi picked up his knock. Timo Werner and Alexander Lacazette doing the business in front of goal with an own goal from their defender. Timo Werner actually playing on the right hand side here, just because I didn't have Kluivert registered for the Champions League, unfortunately. So, but we did come out with a 3-1 win. And I'll go through the Champions League group in a sec, because we are playing Porto in just 2 minutes. We then followed that up in the league with a great win, 5-2 win against Everton. This was a very, very tough game. Match stats, as you can see here, they did go 2-1 up in the first half. So we went into half time 2-1 down, and I basically gave the team an absolute rollicking, and they came out, and Alexander Lacazette scored literally in the first minute straight from kickoff. Thomas Lemar with a brace, Corentin Tolisso with another goal as well. So that was a 5-2 win. Very dominant performance yet again. Lamar with a 9.4 average rating on that one. And then a very disappointing 0-0 draw against Southampton and St Mary's. Again, dominated. They didn't have a shot on target. We just couldn't break it down, and we couldn't score. I think one goal would have done it for us, really, to be fair. Our defence was pretty strong. Midfield not really doing too much. We are missing Goretzka yet again so far this season, and us also missing some of our attacking players like Nelson and Coutinho. But we have to keep going. We have to make sure that we're going strong. So let's have a look at where we are in all the competitions. We are top of the table by 2 points still, which is great to see. We will have a game coming up against United very, very soon. We've got a lot of games coming up against the top 6 or 7, so we'll be bringing you as many of them as we can. We are through to the Champions League first round knockout stage. Madrid lost to Porto last time out, so it's basically if Porto beat us and Madrid lose to Inter, it could make all the difference. But we're looking for another win in the Champions League. Third round of the FA Cup has been drawn. We're away to Millwall. The board is looking that we reach the final of that one, and then we play Everton again in the Carabao Cup at home at the Emirates. So the competitions are going really, really well so far. Our boys are playing some okay football, and we just need to get all of our collective parts back together again. Haven't played the full first team for a long stretch of games at all this season, so that's probably really affecting us in performances and goals scored, and just all in all chemistry between the whole squad, really. So who's going to start in this game against Porto? The team lineup, as we can see, is here. So we've got Oblak in goal, Kolesniak, Romagnoli, Mustafi and Kimmich as the back line. We've got Ramsey and Tolisso in the middle of midfield. And then this is where it all changes, just because of all of these injuries and unfortunately unable to register some people. So we've got Rennie Adelaide on the left. We've got Lamar in behind, Timo Werner up top. And then we've got Berardi on the right. So makeshift front four, really, to be fair. The back 6 or 7 are very, very comfortable. Players that I've always used. But the front four, it's an unknown quantity, really, to be fair, in this Champions League tie. But we are through. We are going through as group winners as well, so it's not a major thing if we lose, but I just want to keep that momentum going, because we have played really, really well in very troubling times in the last 3 or 4 weeks in game. So they are starting with a 4-4-2. Felipe at the back with Alex Telles, Olivier, Andre in the middle of midfield, Suarez and Abubakar up top. Arterio on the bench, as is Hector Herrera as well. Our bench is very sparse, as you can see. A lot of youngsters on the bench. So Eddie Nketiah, John Jules, Opoku, and Maitland-Niles all make the bench just because we've got a lot of injuries going on at the minute. So yeah, it's a little bit like casualty at the minute with how we're lining up. And after this, we bring you Burnley away at Turf Moor, another really tough game. And then we're going to bring you the Champions League first round knockout draw on top of all that as well. We're in our red and white, they are in their blue, and as I said, we're already going through as group stage winners, so hopefully it'll be a very easy game and we don't get any more injuries, touch wood anyway. First highlight for Porto, Sergio into Andre, and they're just going to play it from the free kick into Suarez, and Suarez into Abubakar, and Abubakar hits the post, and Mustafi is going to get to the ball first and clear the lines for us. So Abubakar looks really up for this game. Kolesniak now with the throw-in the left-hand side. Lamar playing a little bit more centrally today with Tolisso, going to try and marshal that midfield. Out to Kimmich on the right hand side, back into Tolisso. Tolisso's been a great signing for us since he came on. Just haven't been able to get him a partner like Goretzka in the middle of midfield because of his injuries. Tolisso now further forward, going to drive into Timo Werner at the back post. Lovely cross in from Tolisso, talking about the Frenchman, and Timo Werner is there coming in for Alexander Lacazette, who is injured today, and Timo Werner with a lovely finish. But it's all about Tolisso here, driving forward as that box-to-box midfielder, and just passes through the lines there. Lovely cross into the back post. Timo Werner is always going to score that. 1-0 to Arsenal, and Tolisso really coming into his own. And that's going to bring us to half time. We're in complete control of this game so far. I'm just going to keep it calm and say things are going well, but I know you're capable of even better. Some of the youngsters not having the greatest of games, though. René Adelaide on a 6.5, Berardi on a 6.5. So yeah, not having the impact that I probably wanted them to have, but they are still young. Lamar now through to Berardi. Lovely ball over to Adelaide. Oh, that's unlucky from the youngster. Talking about those two players, they combine there, nearly scoring the second goal. 25 minutes to go now, and we might be looking to make some changes soon. But Hernani trying to get the ball in, but that's a poor cross, and Kimmich is just going to cut that out. Back out to Lamar. Lamar's a little bit of time on his hands, out to Werner. Lovely pass. Now Werner going to find Adelaide down this left-hand side. Can he get the ball in? Yes, he can. Tolisso's there again. Comes out to Berardi. Kimmich is there in support. He finds him. Out to Lamar quickly. Into Aaron Ramsey. Loads of space. Takes a shot. And it's a poor shot from the Welshman. But we're looking dominant. Ferreira now going to whip that ball in. And again, another poor cross. And Kimmich is going to just play the ball nice and simply out to Berardi and Lamar. Tolisso into Ramsey. Ramsey just has that little bit of composure in that middle of midfield. I think he's a little bit better than Xhaka in that deep line playmaker role. Abubakar taking on his man into Sergio. Sergio now with Ramsey ahead of him into Hernani. Lovely ball into Suarez, and what a save that is by Jan Oblak. He's let a few goals in recently, been a little bit suspect, but that's a great save by Jan Oblak, and it's going to be another corner to Porto. We will make those changes very, very soon. Lamar's getting that ball clear, and Olivier going to get that ball out to Hernani again. But again, the crossing from Porto is absolutely dire, and Adelaide is going to run and use that pace that he's got into the space, but Reyes gets that ball clear. Corner for Porto, 10 minutes to go. Going to get that ball in again, trying to find Andre. Romagnoli standing tall there, the Italian, and heading the ball clear. We're under a little bit of pressure here. Boubacar trying to find Otavio, but it goes out to Andre into Quintero. Quintero with a shot. Oblak with the save. Going to knock it down from control to standard a little bit more. So John Jules, Xhaka and Bellerin on for Tolisso, Lamar and Kimmich. And we're going to see this game out. 1-0 win. Timo Werner with the important goal. And Tolisso with the assist. This battered and bruised Arsenal side hopefully going to come over the line and get this 3 points. But Otavio, final 10 seconds of the game, going to take on his man Kolesniak at the left back. Abubakar gets that ball, and Otavio yet again trying to find a whip ball in. Alex Telles gets the header in. Ramsey's there, and he's going to get that ball clear, and that is it. Full time whistle's gone. 1-0 to the Arsenal. We go through. Absolute dominated this group, really, to be fair. I thought it would be a little bit closer with the teams that are already that were in it, but Madrid drew with Inter. They did enough to get through. We beat Porto, so it looks like us and Atleti are going through. So here we go then. Burnley at Turf Moor. United have lost their game today against West Brom 1-0. So if we win today, we go back 5 points clear in the league. Could be a massive result, massive weekend for us. And let's get straight into it. Team selection. We're bringing Elenia back in, and I think that is the only change. Elenia and Berardi are back in for the changes between here and Porto. On the bench, Mera, Bellerin, Adelaide, Xhaka, Kluivert, Lacazette and Akita. Iwobi's nearly back. Laporte is back, but he's not fit enough just yet to go back into the starting lineup. And Leon Goretzka is only days away as well. So slowly and surely, we're getting our players back just before the big Christmas rush. Let's get straight into this game and let's go and play Burnley and get 5 points clear of Man United. Burnley lineup with a 4-2. It's like a 4-4-1-1 really, to be fair. Defensive playmakers in Livermore and Cork ahead of me and Tarkowski at the back. Brian Oviedo on the left. Robbie Brady left wing. Hendrick and who are you? No, that's Jeff Hendrick. Hendrick and Adama Diabike up top for Burnley. I'm not entirely sure who he is. He's been brought in from Monaco. 9 goals in 14 appearances for Burnley. 7.32. Very dangerous player for them. On the bench, Lascelles, Harfield, Barnes, Wood. So very strong team for Burnley. You know our team already, 4-2-3-1. And we're going to go straight into this game. And I'm expecting nothing but a win. We're now changed strip of all blue. They are in their claret and blue. And we are looking to go 5 points clear, as I said before the game. United have slipped up. Wasn't expecting them to slip up this early in the season, but they have. West Brom doing the business against them 1-0 at the Hawthorns. 15 minutes gone. Heaton with a goal kick, going to launch that ball forward to Diakipe, and we don't get the second ball down. He over the top for Diakipe, and that is a good save by Jan Oblak, and we're looking to have a better away form. Really, to be fair, away form is struggling at the minute, and I'm not entirely sure what the issue is. To be fair, we might have to switch up our formation just for away games at the minute, because it doesn't seem to be doing the business to 4-2-3-1. Actually, let's see if we can do that now. So we just switched it up to the 4-3-1-2 and we're going to see if this works for some away games for now, just because that 4-2-3-1 for some reason just not doing the business at the minute away from home. At home it's absolutely fine, but away from home not the best. Berardi now down that right hand side, gone up top with Timo Werner, whipped the ball into Timo, and that is a penalty. Schmidt giving the penalty away, and Domenico Berardi is going to step up 1-on-1 with Tom Heaton. The change of formation seems to have paid dividends. Has it done? Yes, it has. Domenico Berardi 1-0 to the Arsenal, 6th goal of the season for the Italian, and I say that change of formation seems to have done us some good. Literally straight away since we've done it. Berardi scoring the goal. Elenia now trying to find Timo Werner in the kind of pocket between the two centre halves. Mustafi getting the ball out to Romagnoli, into Elenia, into Thomas Lamar, a little bit more central. Berardi through to Timo Werner, but that is a great save by Tom Heaton. Coming into the game a little bit more now with this new formation. Coming into the final few minutes of half time. Tolisso into Elenia. Elenia back to Romagnoli, takes a shot. And it's a centre-half shot, as you can see. And that should see us through to half-time. Just going to keep it calm. Things are going well, but I know you're capable of even better. They didn't like that. Let's keep them passionate then. You weren't that bad. Let's see if we can really switch them on. Because we've got a few thumbs down. Not had that too much in this save at all. But yeah, this is the new formation, the 4-3-1-2. We've got Elenia, Tolisso and Ramsey in the middle. Lamar ahead of them. Werner and Berardi as a Tequatista up top. And we do have players that can come on and keep in that formation, which is what we want. Need that good rotation, need that flexibility in your players and in your squad, just in case something doesn't go quite right. And say we changed the formation and it paid dividends pretty quickly, to be fair. Berardi with the goal from the penalty spot. Coming just before the hour mark now, and Burnley on the attack. Mustafi launching the ball forward, and Werner using his pace. He's 1-on-1 with Tom Heaton, but Tom Heaton comes big again. Timo Werner not having the best of days against Tom Heaton. Tolisso looking a little bit struggling, as is Aaron Ramsey. So 20 minutes to go. Let's make some changes in the middle of midfield. So we've got Xhaka in the middle there. Going to bring Kimmich in for Ramsey and bring Hector Bellerin on, which is why we like Kimmich. He can play in that middle as well as on the outside. Alenia and Thomas Lemar not looking the best. Lemar I'm going to keep on. I might bring Berardi off and bring Alexander Lacazette on and just change him to a false 9. And they'll be the 3 that we're going to make. Bellerin, Xhaka and Lacazette on. Some good substitutes to bring on in the final 15 minutes of the game. Alenia getting caught though on the ball. Schmidt now on this right hand side. Kolesniak doing a great job in pressing him down, but gets the ball out to Schmidt yet again, and Xhaka's closing him down, trying to make that tackle. Luque into Cork. Cork now we're closing them down really well. Diakipe into Wood. Wood, lovely through ball to Robbie Brady, and that's another big save by Jan Oblak. It's Jan Oblak's episode, this one. He's made 2 or 3 great saves in both games, keeping it a 1-0 and keeping a clean sheet, and hopefully keeping us on track to go 5 points clear of United. Cork now on this left-hand side, getting caught by Lemar, and Schmidt on this right-hand side, getting closed down by Kolesniak, getting driven back. Lovely pressing there from Kolesniak at left-back, and Bellerin's going to mop that ball up into Thomas Lemar. Final 50-odd seconds of the game. Last roll of the dice for Burnley. Luque into Robbie Brady. Back into Schmidt. Trying to get the ball in, and Mustafi going big again. But I think someone was offside. I think Schmidt was offside there. Final 15 seconds now. Burnley have come into the game a little bit more in the second half, especially when we made those changes in the middle of midfield. Seemed like our midfield was really working against them. And that is it. Full time has gone. The ref has blown his whistle. 1-0 to the Arsenal. Berardi's penalty making the difference, and we go 5 points clear. This episode isn't over though just yet. We are going to bring you the first round knockout draw of the Champions League. That's coming up next, but look at the league table as it stands. 5 points clear after 15 games. Not a bad place to be. Here we go then. Champions League first knockout round draw. We are seeded. Let's see who isn't seeded for the draw. So Bilbao, Madrid, Monaco, Juve, City, Napoli, Madrid, Real, and Red Bull Leipzig. So I can't have Madrid, and I don't think I can have City either. So Bilbao would be good. Red Bull Leipzig would be fantastic. Just want to avoid Juve and Madrid for the early stages anyway. So Monaco first out the hat, and they will play Barcelona. City at home to Bayern Munich for the first leg. Red Bull Leipzig against Chelsea. So a big game for Red Bull Leipzig. Madrid are going to be playing Manchester United. What a tie that is for the first round knockout stages. Bilbao will play Paris Saint-Germain. Napoli are going to be at home to Dortmund, and it looks like we are going to be playing Juventus. First leg will be at Turin, and then we will be playing the second leg at the Emirates. So big game in the Champions League. Juventus, I think we did play them last season, and let's have a look at the past meetings. Yeah, last year we did play them in the semi-final, and we came out 4-1 winners in that semi-final. So can we do it again, but this time in the first round knockout stage? So a big episode today. 2 wins, 2 1-0 wins, massive wins. Porto in the Champions League, and most importantly Burnley in the league, where we'll go 5 points clear of United, which is a massive thing going into this massive Christmas period. We're going to bring you 2 games next time. It will be Leeds at home, and then the big one, Manchester City away at the Etihad. That will be a huge game in the league for us so far. But that's it for today's episode. If you have enjoyed it, please do leave it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, because I know there are lots of you out there are brand new to the channel. Hit that subscription button. Make sure you don't miss out on any more content that's going to come out. And until next time, when we bring you Leeds and Manchester City, I'll see you soon.